In 1913, one of the world's most brilliant inventors boarded a ship across the English Channel and was never seen alive again. Rudolf Diesel wasn't just a genius, he was a threat. His invention had the power to collapse oil empires, rewrite energy systems, and disrupt military dominance. On the night of September 29th, he vanished without a trace. No witnesses, no signs of struggle, just a neatly folded coat, untouched bed sheets, and silence. Was it suicide, an accident, or something far more deliberate? Rudolf Diesel was born in Paris in 1858 to German immigrants. From a young age, he showed exceptional skill in mathematics and mechanics. After his family fled France during the Franco-Prussian War, Diesel studied in Germany, graduating top of his class at the Royal Bavarian Polytechnic of Munich. But he wasn't content with simply joining the industrial machine. He wanted to reinvent it. Steam engines ruled the 19th century, loud, wasteful, and dangerous. Diesel envisioned something radically different, an engine that could run without steam, with minimal fuel, and operate at unmatched efficiency. In 1892, after years of isolation, testing, and a near-death lab explosion, he patented the diesel engine, an internal combustion system that could run on coal dust, vegetable oil, or nearly any fuel. It was revolutionary and dangerous to the status quo. Diesel's engine began to spread globally. Trains, ships, and factories saw the advantage immediately. But while fame followed, fortune did not. Diesel was a terrible businessman. He gave out too many licenses, trusted the wrong partners, and became entangled in legal battles. Despite his genius, he found himself losing control of his own invention. At the same time, his message was radical. He wanted to free small farmers from the grip of fuel monopolies by letting them run engines on peanut oil or vegetable fat. In an age dominated by rising oil giants like Standard Oil, that idea wasn't just disruptive, it was dangerous. Behind the scenes, powerful forces began to watch him closely. As Europe drifted toward war, Diesel was increasingly seen not just as an inventor, but as a strategic asset or threat. He had plans to meet the British Navy, to shift their fleet away from coal and adopt diesel power. This move would have massive consequences for German naval dominance. It was a decision he would never live to see. On September 29, 1913, Rudolf Diesel boarded the SS Dresden in Antwerp, bound for Harwich, England. He was carrying important documents and was scheduled to attend a crucial meeting with the British Admiralty. That night, he dined with the ship's officers, chatted briefly, and returned to his cabin around 10 p.m. What happened next remains a mystery. The next morning, when the steward came to wake him, the bed was untouched. His nightclothes were neatly folded, his watch and valuables arranged carefully. But Diesel was gone. No splash had been heard. No one had seen him leave. A massive search ensued, but turned up nothing. Days later, a Dutch fishing boat pulled up a bloated body from the water, too decomposed to identify. The crew searched the pockets and found an item, a glasses case and a pill box, confirmed to belong to Diesel. They buried the body at sea, and with it, the final chapter of a man who changed the world. What happened to Rudolf Diesel has never been conclusively solved, but several theories dominate the debate. 1. Suicide. Some point to his financial troubles. Diesel was nearly bankrupt and emotionally drained. He wrote in his diary just before his death, "God has taken me, body and soul." Yet he had scheduled meetings, brought important documents, and showed optimism. Why set up a future if you don't plan to be there? Second accident. The SS Dresden had no guardrails on the upper deck. A stumble at night, especially for a tired 55-year-old man, might explain his fall, but no crew reported any noise, and Diesel was not known for taking evening strolls at sea. 3. Assassination. Here lies the darkest and most persistent theory. Diesel was about to empower the British Navy, a move that directly weakened German naval supremacy. German intelligence had the motive and the reach. Others speculate oil interests may have intervened. If diesel engines spread too quickly, billions in refinery profits would evaporate. Silencing him quietly at sea in international waters would leave no trail, no investigation, and no accountability. Even more chilling? Some of his notes vanished after his death. Others were never published. After his death, the world raced to adopt diesel engines, trains, ships, factories, and later even submarines, all powered by the principles he perfected. His engine fueled the 20th century and still drives much of the 21st. But Diesel's other dream of plant-based, decentralized fuel was buried with him for nearly a century. Only in recent decades has biodiesel returned to the global conversation. As climate change intensifies and fuel independence becomes urgent, Diesel's forgotten ideals are once again being revived. In many ways, his vision was a full century ahead of his time. Rudolf Diesel gave the world a cleaner engine, and possibly paid with his life. A brilliant mind, a suspicious disappearance, a legacy that refused to sink. What do you believe? Was Diesel a victim of fate, or of forces far larger than we know? Let me know in the comments, and if you're fascinated by true mysteries, forgotten heroes, and stories that changed the world, hit subscribe and ring the bell. This is Factoid, where history isn't dead, it just hasn't finished speaking.